Hey Yoke, what is going on with my people, the Chico Army? But if you're a new enlister, you're not ranked yet, you're just a viewer of the tube. My name is Tyler, the host of the Crypto channel, whose content has you waiting anxiously with anticipation. But when you get it, all Hades breaks loose. Kind of like these pooches. You know our dog days of summer. It's time for Chico Crypto. Today, Chico has a DeFi smorgasbord of content with CeFi that I know you cannot wait to hear. So let's get into the most important topic of all, the SushiSwap migration. Yesterday, Sushi vampire mined over 830 million from the Uniswap protocol, which was 54.9% of its liquidity. Now, this is baffling to me on why people are still interested in this project when it is run by a bunch of shatheads in the space now, some of the worst, and was already surrounded in controversy. So for those who aren't up to speed on the Sushi drama, let me catch you up real quick. Sushi came out of nowhere, which is just a fork of Uniswap with tokenomics and rewards for token holders, of which Uniswap currently lacks. Sushi had an interesting concept for gaining liquidity on their platform. Currently, SushiSwap is temporarily paying out extra large Sushi token rewards to its liquidity provider pools in an effort to bootstrap growth and rack up enough DeFi liquidity to compete with Uniswap, which obviously it has accomplished, as it took over 50% of Uni's liquidity. But these rewards are about to dip big time into more sensible levels after the migration. Will it be enough to keep the liquidity? Well, we here at Chico think it won't be, because in our opinion, this isn't only an attack on Uniswap, but another attack on Ethereum by those nasty shatheads. And that gets us right into the drama of all this. Last week, the Sushi founder, who was anonymous at the time, sold $10 million worth of Sushi tokens from the developer wallet, essentially dumping on the project and causing the crypto community to start screaming exit scam, and all faith seemed lost in the project. Which didn't look good, as Binance had just listed the token on September 1st, causing a massive pump, getting Sushi over $11 at one point, which is when the founders began the dumping. Then it was found out that the founder of the project was actually already within the crypto ecosystem. It was the co-founder of Band and their current CTO. Although Band responded, of course, and denied, and said, our CTO often reviews the code for other projects, as it's commonplace within the industry. He did a review of the initial code deployment of SushiSwap to make sure it was safe for public use. Oh, so he was the auditor. He had time out of his schedule to make sure it was good code. Although he kind of shot himself in the foot with his argument, as on Twitter he said this: I have a full-time role at Band, and I'm busting my arse to work with the long list of partners we have to code up their integrations to their platforms. I barely get enough time to eat and sleep in the past few weeks. You can ask every one of our partners. Yet people seem to think I somehow was able to create and launch SushiSwap, be active on CT, manage governance discussions, and work on 20 plus Band integrations. LOL. Dude, your team said you audited the code, yet you're saying on Twitter you didn't have time for anything else? Stop lying and get stories straight between yourself and your own team. Well, the next thing that went down in a shocking move, the founder transferred all ownership to FTX's CEO, Sam Bankman-Fried, SBF, and left the project. Sushi rallied again because of Sam's cult following and solid reputation with those who follow. So, a centralized exchange CEO is going to save the Uniswap vampire, creating his own copy and pasted DEX AMM. Now you have to go and see who has been involved with this so far and their history to understand what is going on. You have, of course, the Band protocol and their CTO. You have CZ Binance, who caused a pump and hype by listing it. And now you have Sam Bankman-Fried, who has taken over ownership of it. I wonder if all these people and their projects are connected. I wonder. Well, Band, of course, is what I like to call a Binance-controlled project, as they ran their IEO on the Binance Launchpad platform. So it's a guarantee Binance holds a large majority of their tokens. Binance has been pushing Band protocol and their collaboration with DeFi for a good while now. November of 2019, this article is released by Binance, powering DeFi and cross-chain interoperable decentralized applications with Binance API using Band protocol. And then, just a few weeks ago, this blog was dropped by Binance. Binance Smart Chain completes integration with Band protocol to bolster scalable, decentralized applications. So obviously Band and Binance are close as can be, and I wouldn't doubt for a second that is the reason for the listing on Binance out of nowhere, as I don't doubt their CTO was the founder of Sushi. So if that's true, obviously they knew Sam Bankman-Fried, SBF, as they transferred ownership to him of the remaining dev fund out of nowhere. So are SBF and Binance connected? Well, of course they are. Back in 2019, Binance invested millions and took equity stake in his centralized derivatives platform, FTX. Now, according to a December 2019 article on the deal, they said this regarding the partnership. As part of the deal, both the firms plan to build better crypto trading products and platforms. Specifically, Binance will help FTX grow faster and larger, while FTX will help Binance build out liquidity. Like taking control and taking the liquidity from one of their biggest threats to their centralized powerhouse? You see, like I said, this isn't just an attack against Uniswap, it's an attack against the Ethereum protocol. Yeah, initially Sushi is being built on Ethereum, but Sam's eventual plan is to take it right off and onto his own Solana branch called Serum. He tweeted a TLDR about what was going on, and he says, if Sushi adds a division on Serum, we'll give 5 million sushi to farmers. Either way, AMM or automated market makers are coming to Serum. And then Binance lists Serum just before this, on August 11th, causing a 1,029% pump. Now, Serum is built on Solana, hands down an Ethereum competitor. I wonder if Solana is connected to Binance too. Of course, Binance listed them in April this year, the first exchange to do so. And to boot, they had a special over $50,000 bounty program to go along with it. Well, that listing was shrouded in controversy, as by the end of April, Solana had to put out a blog post apologizing to their community. What happened? Solana said there would be a certain initial circulating supply, but that isn't what happened. The community found out there was a lot more. From their apology article. As part of this agreement, the Solana Foundation agreed to lend the market maker over 11 million tokens for a 6-month period. The problem? We did not disclose this information to the public, as well as the size and nature of the loan, during the CoinList auction and subsequent Binance listing. So what did they do? From the article, after speaking with Binance and our market maker, so I think the market maker is totally connected to Binance, continuing, we plan to reduce the circulating supply by removing the supply from the market within the next 30 days. After removing the supply, we aim to burn the tokens. In addition, 100,000 in BNB will be airdropped to users who have traded SOL on Binance proportionally based on their total number of trading volume. So Binance is airdropping their tokens BNB for this mistake by the Solana team. Yeah, Binance was in on it too, obviously, as it was their market maker. Now you want to know something suspicious? It was Sam Bankman-Fried and his FTX and Serum which got the Sushi hype started, even before he was transferred the ownership. August 31st, one day before Binance listed it, FTX did. News BTC covered it. Ethereum DeFi's Sushi rips 100% higher after FTX listing. Then the next day, the same day as Binance's listing, his Serum listed it on their Solana-based DEX. So Serum is his hype DEX product, which he famously said he was not building on Ethereum but building on Solana back in late June of this year. Well, within a month it launched, August 30th to be exact, and within one day they added Sushi. All I gotta say is LOL. Now let's check out the volume on Serum for Sushi since launch. Initially it had high volume, over 3 million 24 hours on the Serum DEX, but since it has been falling and as of yesterday was barely over 166,000 for the day. Now let's check out Serum's competitor Uniswap and its volume for the Sushi token. It was over $70 million. I'm sure this is frustrating to see with his launch, which Sam I think noticed himself, as he enlisted one of the largest liquidity providers to market make for Serum. He announced Jump Trading made a significant investment and partnership, and he said liquidity is coming, enough to scale. So, Jump Trading, they are a market maker, my friends. They make markets for assets and make money off the millions upon millions of high-frequency trades. Although they are not only crypto market makers and traders, but also make markets in Finance 1.0 with stocks, bonds, and commodities. They are a centralized market maker, which has hundreds of employees and traders in high-dollar offices. They are Uniswap's direct competitor, as Uniswap is an automated market maker, AMM. This June article by Hasib Qureshi titled "What Explains the Rise of AMMs" explains it well in the section "Why are CFMMs winning?" By the way, a CFMM is just a constant function market maker, of which things like Uniswap, Curve, and Balancer are. He says, let's take stablecoins. CFMMs are clearly going to win this vertical. Imagine a big traditional market maker like Jump Trading were to start market making stablecoins on DeFi tomorrow. First, they need to do a lot of upfront integration work. Then to continue operating, they need to continually pay their traders, maintain their trading software, and pay for office space. They'd have significant fixed costs and operating costs. Curve, meanwhile, has no costs at all. Once the contracts are deployed, it operates all on its own. Even the computing costs, the gas fees, is all paid by the end users. So FTX, Binance, Jump Trading, Serum, and Solana. It's a centralized play against Ethereum DeFi. Vitalik even knows it. He responded to Sam on Twitter saying this: "In my opinion, the good guys were Hayden Adams, founder and the Uniswap protocol team, who have done years of hard work, made the virtuous decision to launch without a coin when everyone else was spinning up a glitzy ICO ASAP, and in the last 2 weeks have somehow been attacked for it." Well, Vitalik, those attacks, they are going to keep on coming. I predicted it, as the tribes fight for the control of this thing called the crypto kingdom. Cheers, viewers. I'll see you next time.